Okay. I'm an actor. Carrie's an actor. We are actors. The current show that I'm doing here in Pennsylvania, great show. I'm really in love with it. We are getting ready to close it in what? 3 weeks? We close it in like 3 weeks. Something like that.
4 weeks.
We are here in the winter season. We are entertaining people who I think are used to seeing shows that are a little bit more mainstream in the sense of Rodgers and Hammerstein and kind of wholesome shows. Anyway, the show that we're doing, it does have a little bit of content to it, sexual content, and it has a little bit of language. Not what I personally consider bad language, but to others, you know. We had an audience just the other night, and I don't want to insult anyone, but I really do think that there are some things that need to be said about audience etiquette. I'm a firm believer in it. And I think that it needs to be, taught. Because, I mean, going to see anything, any kind of performance, is such a huge social part of us as humans. Like, that's part of what makes us humans, is the ability to have artistic means. And even that doesn't mean delivering an artistic mean. We can appreciate artistic things. That's part of what makes us different from other animals, don't you think? Don't make fun of me.
Yes. No, I totally understand what you're saying.
Okay, so, as people, we should educate each other on how to be audience members. Because remember those people the other night?
You know, I mean,
there was a woman.
It's not only teaching it, because I can remember learning being an audience member, but then it's implementing
it, yes.
Over periods of time. I mean, even growing up, I can remember going to events and sitting there clapping, and then you go to pep rallies whenever you're a teen, and it's more about like hooping and hollering and jumping over people, and so I don't know. It's hard for people to...
I don't know. I just think that, to me, there's common sense. One thing is, when you come to see a play, you're not coming to see a movie.
Oh, you mean like talking?
Yes. There was a woman full on... There was 2 women at one performance that were full on talking to us. I have a phone call from someone that is unavailable.
Unavailable numbers. I do not answer.
I do not accept unavailable numbers.
No.
2 women, full on talking during the performance. And where were they sitting? Front row. They were having a conversation between each other.
What?
Scott, remember that was... anyway, it was a big deal to a few of the cast members. Just the other day, just yesterday was it? We had a woman who had full on, in the front, taken her seat and turned it so that she could lean back on her husband and go to sleep.
Yeah, but your show that's just rude.
That's what I'm saying.
Your show's not boring.
This show is not... Well, even
the show is really good.
If you are that tired that you would take the time to move your seat to knowingly know that you're going to lean back on your husband and fall asleep in the front row, just go home. Go home. Please. What an insult. Not only to us, but to you. If you're...
Regular audience goers know that they can be seen.
They don't. I think that's part of audience etiquette. Is I don't think that a lot of audiences understand
that they can be seen.
That we see them.
The first tier is definitely seen.
We see you.
People.
We see you. You should be just as invested when you buy that ticket to anything, be it a play, a concert, anything. Once you've purchased that ticket, you have honestly become just as invested in that performance as the performers are. And if you don't deliver your end of participation, it's already become a failed performance.
Thank you very much, Galloway.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Sorry.
Little soapbox there.
Well, it did bother me. The last audience we had did bother me a little bit. Granted, there was a lot of other great audience members in that same audience. there was this whole group of
Never
women.
fails to have good
Oh,
audience members. You
Those
always
turn
will.
into being the people you do the show for because you're like, thank God they're out there.
Yeah.
And there was a great couple of tables of women. They're amazing. We love them. But yes, audience etiquette classes. Something to think about. Are we gonna start? We should start a school. Let's start a school.
Or like just, you know how they have etiquette classes? We can teach audience. But
Maybe that is our charitable. Maybe that's what we do.
your charitable thing is just go around and teach people like classes.
Yeah, for free. Sure.
You can go to elderly homes and teach them how to be good audience members.
I could. Well, I don't think I would go to people's houses.
No, I'm talking about like a home for elderly people.
But you go rent a space for a couple of evenings, advertise it, and be like, hey, we're giving a free class. It's called audience etiquette. No.
I'm not big on it. I've heard better.
I'll go back to the drawing board and bring something back later.
Work on it.
We'll work on that. But, all right.
Who? Oh yeah, the phone call was unavailable.
They did leave a voicemail. though.
So
So thank you for leaving a voicemail, so I know who you are.
Oh, 15 minutes.
I think we're done. I think I've talked about everything I need to talk about.
Good.
I really like this song. Let's finish out with some music. Why not?
Okay.
It would help if I turned it up. We are watching Heroes tonight, just so you know what night it is. New season of Heroes starts.
My mama told me don't lose you, 'cause the best luck I had was you. And I know one thing, that I love you.
Ah!